Welcome back, friends. We're taking up the sacrament of confirmation, one of the three sacraments of initiation into the church. And so we're going to look at a few of the confusions. Some people today still look, so this is a quote from Catholic Resources. It said this would have been to a catechist. Some people today still look on confirmation as a sacrament of maturity. But this sacrament does not imply that the candidate is completely mature in the faith, nor does the signing with chrism instantaneously produce maturity in the candidate. Conversion to Christ is a gradual process to which confirmation gives added strength. Through it, the confirmed person is strengthened for this lifelong journey. So the first confusion that Sarah took up, the teachers of catechists rightly say, people think that you somehow have, I don't know, passed the test or something. That's not the case. Right. Another problem with that attitude, though, is that it gives an implication that this sacrament is somehow earned by the recipient. Right. By them doing the work or having studied enough, right. And now we're mature, and therefore that really,
you're ready, quote unquote. Yeah,
it owes. He owes something, and of course that can never be. Sacraments are God's gift to us, freely given, not earned. God gives us the gift. We choose how to respond, right? It goes back to that first section, number 1, blessed in himself, freely given, freely created man to make him share in his own blessed life. Yeah. There's no owing by God.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the advantage to having the time and the inclination and the ability to study is for the benefit of the individual, right? To to build a bigger cup, shall we say, right? To be able to receive so much more profoundly the true meaning of what confirmation is about. You're more prepared for it. But like you said, I mean, whether you're prepared or whether you're not, once the bishop has made the cross on your forehead with the chrism and sealed you with the Holy Spirit, you can be 100% convinced of your own confirmation.
That is correct. That is correct.
There's no defect in the sacrament.
No. I remember a saintly woman when she would be teaching on confirmation, she would say, we were given presents, right? Yeah. And we're going to just so highlight the gifts and fruits of the Holy Spirit. It's going to, I cry with how brief it's going to be, because we're already, that needs to be an old show. Really, it does. But nonetheless, those are those precious gifts the Lord gave us in confirmation. It's up to us if we open them.
Right. Yes.
We can leave that beautiful box on the shelf, behind the dresser, wherever we put it. We can open it and enjoy it and think about it and try it on, and then, right? That's where the choice is. It's on our end.
Right. Yeah, the gifts are perfectly given.
They are perfectly given. Confirmation is intricately related to baptism and Eucharist. And so together, these sacraments constitute a process by which the Spirit brings the believer to full union with the community. So that's another confusion. Sometimes we kind of think that confirmation is solely for the individual, and of course it is, but it's ultimately, right, it's a sacrament, it's a sign instituted by Christ to enrich to be given for the life of the church and the ecclesia. Together, I did that. Confirmation does not complete baptism in the sense that baptism left something incomplete. Rather, the two sacraments are united in the initiation process. And confirmation is also associated with the Eucharist. When the people of God unite to celebrate the death and resurrection of Christ, when confirmation preceded Holy Communion, it was easily seen as a preparation to full celebration with the community. Then in 1910, when Pius X made it possible for 7-year-old children to receive communion, confirmation became the last sacrament of initiation to be celebrated. Now, confirmation's role of leading to the Eucharist must be emphasized in ways other than chronological. And that would be through catechesis, which let's be honest, I find that a bit lacking. And yes, we can celebrate confirmation within Mass. That is true, and that is certainly very helpful. But I know for my grandchildren and for my youngest, some bishops are going back to putting confirmation before First Holy Communion.
Right.
Doing it that way.
Well, I think that one of the things that does assist, at least from the standpoint of like people on the outside watching it, is that it places it in its much more organic order, number one. But it also clarifies that this truly is a sacrament of initiation and not a sacrament of completion.
Yes.
And I think that there's a really big confusion about that.
Yes.
Like once you get confirmed, you're done now. Right? I mean, like in some element, you've completed something, but really it's not. It's an initiation into the fullness of the faith. And I think that some element of that has been lost by removing it from its organic order. And I understand, I mean, one can understand the desire of, the Pius, which one was it? The 10th? Right? I mean, one can understand the desire of wanting to secure to the child the grace of receiving the Eucharist. One can understand that, but it does seem to have not, I mean, it certainly can cause no harm to the individual, but it does seem to have caused confusion in the entirety of the body. Because in our generation, how old were you when you were confirmed?
I was 8th grade.
So you were 8th grade. I was not confirmed until my senior year of high school.
And you're lucky you didn't fall off the rails before that. And I don't mean lucky in this, but I just know so many of my generation.
Right, absolutely.
That's what happened.
Right.
Going to Catholic high school and Catholic grade school.
Right.
They fell off the rails in the process.
Well, because I think that they were told that it was their decision. Right, that you could decide whether or not to be confirmed. Right? I mean, it seems such a, and what a horrible burden that you have laid on the shoulders of a poorly formed person, to say that now you have to be the one who's responsible as to whether or not you're going to receive this gift or not, because it was never even presented them truly as a gift.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, my friends, we have to take up some of the effects of confirmation. We really do, but go ahead and tell you, I know it's not as full as we should. All right, till then, my friends, Fides Oratio.